Hey, what's up? Welcome to day 21 of this 30-day challenge where I do 100 push-ups per day. Today marks the end of the third week of this challenge and the beginning of the fourth week of this challenge. I hope these past 3 weeks have gone as well for you as they have for me. And if 100 is not obtainable for you right now, at the very least, I hope you've been able to do your current push-up max, or and on top of that, being able to increase it by one each day, even if your max is 10. If you're able to do 11 for the day, be proud of yourself, because that's how you get the ball rolling, by taking those small steps to greater achievements. But without further ado, let's get down to the first set, which is going to be the decline push-ups. That's the first set. Personally, I've really enjoyed the past 3 weeks. Not necessarily from whatever gains I would get from doing 100 push-ups per day, but from being able to talk to you like this in between the sets. I've hopefully created an effect where if somebody was to rewatch all these videos, you can essentially just see how my demeanor, my goals, my attitude, how everything changes day to day, or just to day to day throughout the challenge, or just overall to just see how I either grow, stagnate, or maybe in some cases even regress in between each videos. Because that's ideally that's what I wanted this whole daily video idea to be, somewhere where I can just log how things are going on, what I plan to do today, what's coming up for me, what am I focusing on now, what do I have to sacrifice to do something else for. That's what I wanted my premise to be, but I didn't know in what kind of vehicle I could do it through, so that it could actually be something I could upload daily. But then I got the brilliant idea of doing 100 push-ups per day. And now every time in between the sets, that's where I get to spend some time and actually give you some insight on what's going on. So I'm really grateful that I was able to at least think of something, even if it was 4 days. I think it was 4 days into July when I thought of the idea. But now we're at day 21, day 25 of July itself, and I've never looked back. I was able to achieve 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for, and I'm able to also achieve this kind of bond with you by just talking casually like this in between the sets, so you get a more personal idea of what's going on. Whereas before, I would just be specifically talking about a problem trying to be solved. This is just me talking. The whole issue is that since I already have this idea locked in, I haven't really been working on any of my traditional videos where it's actually a certain problem given with a solution for it. So I don't think I would be, well, I know I am capable of doing the two at the same time, that is doing the push-ups and also working on scripts for my normal videos, but right now I've become too comfortable with just uploading the push-ups and then putting it aside. So after I complete the 30 days, I may still do 100 push-ups per day, I'm not sure. I may still do something similar like this, where you get a talk with me one-on-one. But overall, I would go back to the definitely definitely at least once a week, if not maybe up to 3 times per week, where I have a targeted video for a targeted to provide you a solution for a targeted problem. Well, I rambled a lot, so let's get onto the second set, the wide push-ups. That's the second set. Today is also pull day, so after I'm done recording this, straight to rows, curls, flies. Yeah, I think I do have dealt flies. So it's rows, curls, flies, maybe another form of curls, and then shrugs, and then that's pull day for me. After that, cold shower, then breakfast. In between my pull day sets, I'm going to be working on my newsletter because I'm still not finished with last week's issue. It's now 2 days overdue, which is definitely the longest I've gone. I'm pretty sure it's the longest I've gone. But since I would be having the workout in between, I'll probably be more dedicated. I expect to be more committed to it because I need to finish the workout anyway to progress with the rest of the day. So why not just use the breaks in between the sets to write 1 or 2 sentences? Because that's really how I get started. That's really what I need to get started. If I keep on waiting for that magical moment where I just pour everything out in one session, which is still very possible, at the same time, it's a harder barrier of entry for me to get into, which means I'll be less likely to sit down and do it when I could just simply type 1 sentence, do a rep. Type 2 more sentences, do a next rep. Type a paragraph, do a next rep. So hopefully it will be able to be a way for me to remain in control of it, because I've definitely allowed it to get too far. At the very least, I'm still ahead of the upcoming fixed issue, which will be about this week. So at the very least, I've started writing paragraphs for this week. But at the same time, it's kind of funny because I'm procrastinating last week so much that I use the upcoming week's issue as a way to procrastinate doing last week's issue. So yeah, it's really messed up, but today is the last day I'm giving myself to work on it. The third set, diamond push-ups. That's set number 3. But yeah, these push-ups, they're not really being done to get gains, because 100 in terms of volume is a very manageable amount for me. The only reason it's able to be so effective in a sense is that because I'm doing them all back to back to back to back. So it's really and truly only effective for doing a pump. So if I was to go on the road and wanted to, look a little bigger, I would do 100 and then put my clothes on. Or I guess 100 and then shower and put my clothes on. But in terms of hypertrophy, I don't think this is anywhere close to a max, or at least anywhere close to failure, because I'll get close to failure in the set, sure, but it's definitely not something that I would get delayed onset muscle soreness from the next day, because if I did, I would have definitely felt it over 21 days of doing this. But it's just I don't know, it's kind of like a warm-up in a sense for my body at this point. I don't know if I can. Well, it's possible to achieve hypertrophy with push-ups, sure, but definitely not 100, or at least not in the form I'm doing it. I'm not gonna say that I would throw away push-ups and that I can't use push-ups at all for hypertrophy, but right now I'm not even doing it. I think what I'm trying to say is I'm not even doing it for hypertrophy. I really just see it as a way to get a pump. Or if I'm actually doing a full push routine, then of course that's the chest exercise, push-ups, because I don't have a bench to do bench press with my dumbbells, and not only that, but the dumbbells aren't really heavy enough to make a difference anyway. But yeah, I really only do push-ups to get a pump, and I guess you could say that for almost every other calisthenic exercise that I do. For example, I can even think of an example. No, not really, because everything else, I think everything, I can get a pump from my upper body in general from just doing push-ups. So my shoulders will look better, my biceps and triceps will look a little bit, my biceps and triceps will look a little bit better, and then of course my chest will definitely look better. But that's really all I see from it right now. I'm not trying to exclude it to only that, but that's what I get from it, a pump. All right, last set. Five! Woo! Woo! That was day 21 of this challenge. That marks 3 weeks of doing this challenge. Please let me know how the past 3 weeks have gone for you. Have you been improving? Be honest with yourself. Have you been improving? Have you been working harder than you should have been? If you want to continue being a part of this journey, if you want to continue being a part of my journey as a young man, subscribe to the channel. Remember to always be improving. I'll see you again soon. God bless.